Well, here he is. He took the racing sweep in Salisbury. 3 shows, 3 racing wins. Tell us about that, Mike.
Oh, it was a tough one. I mean, we had a lot of broken parts, and Bigfoot and Amsoil and Excaliber here, along my teammates. But Equalizer pulled out the win in all 3 races.
Now, that's tough competition, too. I mean, you got John Zimmer with Amsoil Shock Therapy. He won the Edge Racing Championship last year. You got Bigfoot here. I mean, that's a pretty big deal for you to take all 3 racing wins in one. I mean, the truck was just hooking up good all weekend.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely hooking up. And, they're good teams, and they run hard, and we run hard, too. And, it just got lucky this weekend, I reckon.
Well, now let's talk about Freestyle. Saturday night show, that was wild out there. We saw you out there helping them set the stacks. What was going through your mind when you were building some of them obstacles?
I hope somebody lays them down before I get out there, but that wasn't the case on all of them. I mean, try to give the fans what they come to see, safe show, a good time, and, these trucks are good and they're made to fly, so we're going to put them in the air.
Now, we noticed when you were pulling back in, something looked like it was broke on the front end there. What's going on with the truck?
It looked like we cracked the champagne glass. It's first one we broke in a while. I don't know if it was, because we broadsided the back side of the van or landed hard on one corner in the final race with Bigfoot.
Well, breakage was a big issue for the team this weekend. I think you probably burnt through a lot of parts between the 3 trucks. Just tell us all the thrashing that goes into that, trying to keep all 3 running for 3 shows.
Well, they started coming out of Oklahoma, hit ice all the way to the house and then got both trucks back, and bodies tore up from being out in Bossier and Oklahoma and thrashing on them, 12, 15 hours before we're supposed to be here. Get the trucks here and go to pull out Tamale and choose a flywheel off. But luckily enough, Amsoil let us borrow one to get us through the weekend. Yeah, right on. And, got in here and, we race hard, run hard, and ended up tearing out a rear and Equalizer last night, and then a rear and Tamale this afternoon, and then a transmission and Ragin Rebel. So, I mean, we definitely went through our parts, but we got more of them in the trailer.
Well, they went through a lot of parts this weekend, but the Rebel Pride guys definitely put on one heck of a show for the guys here in Salisbury. Well, we're here with John Zimmer. He's taking a load off, and he should after a wild freestyle out there. John, tell us what it was like going after some of that big stuff out there in freestyle.
Oh, I was definitely psyched up before freestyle. I didn't necessarily take it easy this weekend, but I wasn't at 110%. My motor kept acting up and trying to spit the intake gasket, so I was really leery about that. Actually sitting there, and Zane from Checkered Flag started stacking all that stuff. I was kind of thinking, my God, this is a little place, but you kind of forget that, and I just went out, and once I made the first hit, man, it was a blast. I had a great time. I always do driving that shock therapy truck. It's a lot of fun,
Well, now you were getting after it all weekend. I mean, great freestyles, wheelies, all that all weekend long. But it looks like, no matter what you did, you couldn't quite get there. But you finally finished one out there, took the win in freestyle tonight.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times no promoter plays favorites, but a lot of times with the crowd, it's a name that counts. And shock therapy is brand new, so we're definitely trying to make a name. And I proved tonight that, not all the time the Bigfoots or the Equalizers are going to win. And that made me very proud, It was definitely good to at least leave here with 1 win.
Well, hey, now let's talk about that, too. 1 win here this weekend freestyle, but last weekend, nearly doubling down in Anaheim. Big show out there. That had to be a heck of a weekend for you guys.
Yeah, it kind of started 2 weeks ago. We went to Mini, and I actually didn't do that good race, and it kind of got me upset. And we went into freestyle against all the big heavy hitters from TV, and honestly, like I said, I just go out there and have fun, and where the cards fall, they do. And I left Mini with a 2nd place, and about halfway through the week, I got a call for Anaheim, and honestly went out there just thinking, man, let's go have some fun. And Amsoil the truck was on par out there. It was like everything I did as far as the motor, the driving of it was awesome. I got a racing win and tied with the freestyle win, and Donkey Kong beat me, but I know kind of in my heart that I was right there with the biggest names of the business.
Well, hey, that's John Zimmer, Amsoil Shock Therapy this year. We talked about it in the first episode. These guys are ones to watch out for this year, and he's proven it every weekend out there, no matter what series he's running. We've been telling you all year long that we're going bigger and better with Season 2 at TMB TV, and what more could you ask for than the freestyle we just saw there in Show 3? And that's just the topper on another great weekend by Checkered Flag Productions with the Monster Truck Winter Nationals Tour. It's outstanding. 3 episodes, 3 Checkered Flag Productions tour events. It's been great. Hey, that's another one in the books. We'll see you next time. TMB TV, one of the features we've always wanted to do is get out and talk to some of the locals about the Monster Truck Show. Here we've got a group of folks you'll find common in Salisbury. and we're going to see if we can talk to one of them about the Monster Truck Show. Excuse me, could one of you hold up there? We just want to ask you a couple questions. Oh, hey, okay, thanks. Appreciate that. Oh, where are you going now? Come on. You know, you should really do that in the bathroom. This is actually a public area here. I just hope we can. Poor Goose, I feel so bad. Excuse me, sir, where are you going?
Do the biggest improvement to TMB TV.
You do that. That's the second time he's done that. You think Mike's a popular guy? You think he gets tail? Like, just all sorts of tail because he owns Shell?
Well, they do have Keno with that.
Aha. Seas of Seduction Lingerie Boutique.
Score.
You're being videotaped, the videotape guy.
No problem.
Hey, you guys should tape each other.
I can do that too, you know.
And this is the editor touching himself.
I've got about...
This just in, 10 o'clock news, man touches himself at Monster Truck Show.
You're a sexy bitch.
Morning. You're blocking the shot here.
Oh
Sit. Good boy.
Nice job. Well, after another wild show here in Salisbury, it's time for the MonsterBlog.com damage report. Was that too cheesy? That was a little too cheesy, I think.
I love cheese.
Woodchuck to gray squirrel, come in gray squirrel.
Larry is the king of gay chicken, in case you were wondering.
Wow. This interview's over.
We're back for another episode of TMB TV on the Monster Blog, and we're coming to you from beautiful Maryland, here on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. This is actually, you know what, screw it. Let's just go with the first one. You never know what you're going to find inside of the crush cars. Check that out.
In other words, a state fire marshal or somebody like that? How do they do it on TV where you paint over their lens and it doesn't get anything on?